like glue through every night. In this digital world, we found our flame. Different names, but we bleed the same. We are the squad, loud and proud. Voices in my headset, hearts so loud. Talking daily like it's oxygen. Brothers, sisters, more than friends. In the chaos, we find a calm. Unity, our battle song. We're never alone when the call goes out. The squad's online. Scream and shout. Late night laughs, those inside jokes, clutching wins, rage quits, friendly smoke. We've built this bond, pixel by pixel, every DM, every little giggle. Life gets rough, but we got our backs. No judgment here, just real talk facts. From deep dark secrets to dumb memes, we ride together, we chase our dreams. We are the squad, loud and proud. Voices in my headset, hearts so loud. Talking daily like it's oxygen. Brothers, sisters, more than friends. In the chaos, we find a calm. Unity, our battle song. We're never alone when the call goes out. The squad's online. Scream and shout. When the world feels cold and the lights go dim, we light it up from within. Through the static and the lag, we fly our freak flag. This is more than just a game. This is family, this is flame. Through every level, every quest, side by side, we give our best. We don't break, we don't bend. This ain't a phase, this never ends. All the squad, loud and proud. Voices in my headset, hearts so loud. Talking daily like it's oxygen. Brothers, sisters, more than friends. In the chaos, we find a calm. Unity, our battle song. We're never alone when the call goes out. The squad's online. Scream and shout. One call, one crew, one fire, one truth. The squad forever. We ride with you.
What's going on,
So probably when you
guys?
see
Welcome back to another episode of the Squadcast. Let me get this over to the correct monitor so that you can see all of these other fuckers.
Yep.
Did we replace Hammy Games with Tall Ass Leprechaun tonight?
I think so.
And we
no, 'cause
replaced
the arms aren't moving.
and we replaced Boogie with we replaced Boogie with Jess.
Well, technically, I'm an original.
I mean,
Yeah, but from the other night though is what he
Oh, we got a
means, right?
cheerleader. Look.
Yeah, from the other squadcast.
so let's just hop right on in. So would you rather fight
Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ! Here we go.
I'm
I'm out.
I'm not.
Y'all ain't
I
wrong.
choose. My choice is
I'm
neither.
not-
So
I'm not. No, I'm out.
this
Polly's
motherfucker. Somebody
Polly-
needs to fucking take this dude's chat GPT rights away for real.
That's where I write all of our songs.
Yeah, but that's not where we get the topic. No,
But our
not-
songs are badass. So you really want to take my
It's
my
fine.
chat GPT
That's
away?
fine. Yeah, but for
For the
nothing
topics,
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the would you rather fight shit. We're not. No.
No.
Would
Yeah,
you
the
rather
original.
fight?
Okay, Bronson.
Yeah.
We'll solve this right now.
Would you rather fight
I'd-
Bronson or
I'd-
Hunter?
I'd rather fight 100.
Like, there you go.
I'd rather fight 100
Let's
angry
go.
Mexicans than deal with any of what you got to do with that. Would you rather
God
fight?
damn. You're fucking crazy a little bit, but that's,
Well, the thing is, you have to fight those 100 angry Mexicans near water.
That's fine.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I'd almost rather lose and drown to the 100 angry Mexicans than have to listen to anything like that again.
I agree.
I would rather go.
Probably, yeah,
I would
that's
rather,
true.
I
think I would probably. Yeah, I think
rather
I'd jump
shoot
in the
myself
water.
I'd rather shoot myself in the kneecap than have to deal with that again.
Oh.
Like, seriously, yeah.
I just jump in the water.
I don't want to hear about the fucking Hamburglar and fucking Snuffleupagus making babies anymore. I could care less.
Fuck.
So, Polly, we're gonna go out of order.
God damn it! Really? I said I wasn't going first.
You're going first. You actually have
Oh
a
my-
topic. You're going first.
Oh, so I'm the only one with the topic? That is fucking surprising. Wow.
No,
No.
that's literally not what I said.
Well, then you're first. So let's go.
No, I know how you are, and you'll forget.
No.
By the
No,
time
I
we get
won't.
to,
I will not forget. I
You
have
ab-
it pulled up.
no, you
I
absolutely. Well,
no,
then
I have
go
it pulled up. I
go-
can't forget it.
Well, go ahead and read it.
No, I'm not gonna read it because there's nothing to read. It's just
Then-
something I thought of.
Well, say it.
Say it then.
All right. So currently, the Powerball here is 207 million. I want to know what everyone would do with if they won the Powerball, and it was 207. Ours is currently 207 million. I don't know what everyone else's is, but that's what I'm going with.
So if we
So what
win
would you
it,
do
what will we
with
do?
it? What would you do with the money?
It starts with Steve.
Yep.
Wait, what was the question again?
Boy, whatever.
Okay, so the Powerball currently here is 207 million. What would you
Okay.
do with the money?
What would I do with 207 million? Ooh, such a small drop in the bucket.
Well,
What?
I mean, first off, yeah.
Well, you gotta remember, I've seen the Powerball and the Mega Millions over $1 billion, so that's a very small drop in the bucket now.
True.
So, but 207 million, I would probably go out in the middle of BFE USA, buy a good 20 to 50 acres,
Motherfucker.
build a nice little compound, and fall off the face of the earth.
Damn.
Where are you gonna park your car?
We need the car.
Well, I mean, your vehicle. You said.
Get a horse.
I mean, 50 acres. You don't even have room to park.
So are you buying? Are you buying a car or?
No, I'm not buying a car. I'm just wanting 50 acres. So I'll just fall off the face of the earth. Just don't try to step foot on that 50 acres.
And where at in?
50 acres is
Are you gonna
not
buy
that much
that
land. Like,
acreage?
you have all that money, and you're only
No.
buying 50 acres. That's all you're buying.
Yeah, you
Take
won't
the
be able to
risk.
see nothing on that 50 acres. I'll be there, but you won't be able to see nothing.
Where's this gonna be at?
BFE USA.
Well, there's lots of that, so
Exactly.
it's a good point. It's a good point.
Exactly. Fucking
That's a good point.
500 acres. Get lost riding your fucking fence line.
No, 900.
No. I could actually do it in less than an acre. You would never see me in less than an acre.
The fuck are you building a treehouse? You fucking monkey.
No.
That word's offensive. Can't use that word.
You going under? Okay, you
No.
going underground? You fucking
Yes.
mole.
That word's
Yep.
offensive. I resemble that remark.
Yeah, exactly. You resemble that remark. You look like a fucking mole.
Yeah, and you look like a naked mole rat. So shut the hell up.
He's about as blind
Wow.
as one too.
This is
Fuck.
gone. This is gone. Yeah.
Look, a naked mole rat is at least blind. He doesn't have to worry about looking in 17 different directions at one time.
You might as well just you might as well just
Bronson-
close that eye. You just need to
Bron-
get an eye patch.
Bronson reminds
He
me.
has one.
Bronson reminds me of a chameleon. He can
Wear
be
that
looking at-
motherfucker.
He,
Yes.
he reminds me of
Can't
a
make fun of-
chameleon. He can be looking at you and what he wants to eat at the same time.
Oh, kind of like seeing, huh?
He just needs to wear that eye patch, and then you can't make
No,
fun of
because
him.
then he's gonna get in trouble for being a pirate.
Yeah, then I'm gonna call him Captain.
He can't go to the UK with that eye patch.
Jesus Christ.
Captain Hooker over there.
All right. So, Paul, was that an answer from Decoy for you?
That was good. 50 acres in BFE, USA.
Finally, a question I can answer right without getting yelled at for it.
And like a building, like, are you gonna have somewhere to live, or like tent camping? What are we doing here?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I
You
told
tent
you.
camping it, or
No, you won't even
Treehouse?
see me. I'm gonna be like completely
Yeah, you gotta
underground.
do your fish hook. There you go.
RBT.
What's up, Captain?
Where's me booty?
He probably wears that to work.
He probably does.
So now, okay,
A
so are
guy
you
at
trying
work.
to be
A guy at work made it for me.
Eye protection.
So are you now trying to be Mick Foley or Kane?
Yeah, I think
He's
Mick
going
Foley
for,
probably fits
sloth.
it more. Oh, there you go.
Hey, you guys!
That fits him more anyway.
He's got the size to be Kane, but he acts like McFoley.
Yeah, he kind of looks like
Kinda look
mankind.
him, too.
Dude, I'm only 5'5". I am not the size of Kane.
Well, I mean,
5 feet taller than you.
Girth.
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 He's talking about girth.
You got the girth. Don't mistake that for muscle mass.
He's like his own little planet.
What do you mean? I look buff, man.
Okay, Buffy.
But
Yeah, what is that?
But you're not no Buff Bagwell.
Fuck
Just
off.
one bloated ad.
Why am I here?
It's your podcast.
Bronson,
Yeah, you wanna do
No, this isn't my
Bronson?
podcast. This is our podcast.
Bronson,
But
Fair
a
enough.
you wanted to host this.
Any
A
of
watermelon-
I didn't say you were the
watermelon
host.
is
I said you wanted to host this
technically
one.
Ding dong.
Oh,
hell
fucking
yeah.
Jay.
two.
Oh
my favorite
boy.
person.
Look who's
Ding
back.
dong is
Look
shit.
who's back.
The fucking
Him down.
yeah, he was loud.
British
He was
kid.
really loud. Did you get a new microphone or something? Because you were really, really loud.
Yes.
Oh
Let's
my
see if I
god.
can dumpster- Oh, look at that. He's deafened now. What an idiot.
Who deafened him? Is he server deafened?
No, he was just.
No, I
not-
think he
Not
deafened
bad.
himself.
Hold on, I needed to switch microphones real quick. I
Oh
think
my
this is better.
god. No, it sounds
was
like you're
that?
at a fucking Wendy's drive-through.
Hey, I'll
So
take
you're
it.
saying it's better.
Hey,
No.
can I get
It was
a $5
better. It was
piggy
just
bank?
loud.
Yeah.
And
You ain't
the,
getting
wa-
shit. You ain't getting shit, motherfucker.
the way you just said, the way that you just said better
You
proves
said
that you're
enough.
fucking
You said
British.
enough.
He sounds like I'm talking to him on an old
Did-
school
did-
phone or something.
Did you hear the way that he said better? He said butter. Butter.
What?
It's so
Oh,
much
he wants
butter.
butter.
It's so much butter.
Well, he's
Hold
just
on.
mad because the fries aren't in the
It's
bag.
much better.
Hold on, we'll prove right now whether he's British or not. Cosmotech, say water.
Oh, I'm gonna change my mic again real quick.
Yeah, you need
say
to.
water bottle when you come back.
That
Oh
Darth
my
Vader?
god.
I think you guys can understand me, yeah?
To what?
Barely. I heard can't understand me.
Who comes live on air to do mic test?
Cosmo.
Fucking retard.
Clearly he does.
Sounds like he's in
Look.
space.
Alright,
Any-
yeah, so what would-
So my house has been flooded. I am currently under the water.
He sounds like he's the
I
fucking
can't do
on the
anything.
weather radio.
Nope, man,
Oh, we
gone.
lost him. Too
The
bad.
National
Yeah,
Weather
it-
Service is
Yeah,
issuing
that's it.
a
He went through a tunnel.
That's what it sounds like, doesn't it? The National
Yeah.
Weather Service is issuing a flood warning for this area.
All right,
Yeah,
Jess,
flood of
so
stupidity.
what would you do with that money now that the British kid is gone?
Cosmetard.
Wait, what money?
Oh,
207
she wasn't
million.
listening.
207
One last time,
million.
Polly.
What are you doing with $207 million?
Paying off my debt and hiring a cleaning lady and quitting my job.
Quitting
I
my
think
job.
my mic is fixed now.
Yeah.
Sound better.
Yeah, a lot better.
And
Yeah.
putting Remy in a private school.
Those are overrated.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Can you
and
still cook?
expensive.
So yeah, paying off debt, quitting my job, and putting Remy in a private school.
So I think like everyone is forgetting like the biggest thing about this, that when you win the lottery. So, but go ahead.
Yeah, pay the taxes on it.
You said what?
Cosmetech. Cosmetech, what would you do if you won $207 million?
$207 million? Put it all on red. Ah!
Didn't
I'd put it
understand.
all on red.
No.
You'd put it all on red. Okay.
Everything. Because listen, I can double it and have even more. You know.
He's gonna pay his drug dealer off because whatever he's
And
on
come
right
on,
now.
it's like a 50-50. It's not that big.
And he's gonna
And if
pay
and
his
if I
neighbor.
lose, everything will be the same. And I'm currently living well.
So you're putting $207 million all on red.
On red. All on red.
Never black. Black's unlucky.
Not even. You're not.
I won't
Oh,
even.
wow.
I won't even go into detail why black is unlucky. I always go on red.
You sound super fucking British tonight. Like there's no Polish in you.
Yeah, I haven't had an Arizona drink in 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Say water
He's on edge.
bottle. Cosmetech. Say water bottle.
Listen, I'm currently off my meds.
Yeah, he won't do it.
Say water bottle. Cosmetech.
Water bottle.
He's British.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm British.
Cosmetech.
Water bottle.
Hey, Cosmetech, who is that actor that played in Predator?
Arnold,
Arnold,
What did you
what?
just say to me?
Arnold,
Was
what?
that a tongue twister?
Arnold, what?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, he got it right.
Yeah, he actually did it. That he knows he's live this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been practicing at those high fashion British schools.
Yes, I am. I'm quite the pupil.
The what? The pupil?
The pupil. Yes, I am quite the pupil.
Student.
Is he saying pupil or
moron.
people?
I don't like pulp in my orange juice.
Me neither.
I only like some pulp.
All right, so
You like sump pumps.
so he's putting it all on red. so if I wanted the 207 million, for one, I don't want it all in a lump sum. I want to break it up to where they give it
No,
to me.
No. That's not. That wasn't part of it. Fuck you. I fucking knew that that's how you were gonna be, and that is not what I said.
I want it to where they give it to me over time. You can't.
That's
you
not
can't,
what I said.
You can't change.
No.
You can't tell me how to answer my.
I said you get you win the lottery and get 207 million.
You-
I did not say you can take. That's
you
not
can't
what
tell-
you didn't get an option.
You can't tell me how to break my money up.
You just
No,
said win
you-
the
you-
lottery. No, Polly, you said win the lottery. When you win,
Yeah,
the,
win the
lottery,
lottery.
that is one of your options is to split
well-
it or take it all at once. So you
Yeah.
didn't say win the lottery and take it all in one lump sum. You just said win the
I
lottery.
said but I did say if you won the lottery 207 million.
Okay,
I still
but you
would.
have the option.
So you still get 207 million.
Pretty specific. That like,
Actually-
what would you do with all of the money?
I'll eventually have
actually-
all of it.
See, here's the
Eventually.
problem. Actually, if you
You're
take the
fucked.
lump sum,
Fuck you.
you don't
fucking
get the whole
cheated the system, you
$207
piece of
million.
shit. You're
You
a
only
piece of
get
shit for doing that,
198 because
motherfucker.
they don't have all that money available to give to you. That's why you have to take the annuity to get the full amount.
So
I'll be right
what does
back,
it
guys.
mean? What does
Hold
it
on.
mean when like below? So I'm looking at it and like below it says estimated cash value 91 million.
That's what you're
That
gonna
means
get.
That's all you're gonna get.
That's
if
what
you
you're gonna
take
get if you
one.
take the lump sum.
So is that the number we should have gone with?
Yes. If you wanted it
Yes.
all in a lump sum, you should have said what the number below that is, not the
Fuck.
207 million.
Yeah, the 207 is the annuity where you get it, you get a part of it for like 30 years,
Yeah.
and that's it. Now,
Well, I don't
if
play the
you're
lottery, so I don't know.
if you're like me up in the golden ages, you don't want to do the annuity because you're not going to live for 30 more years. Hopefully,
Yeah, you only got like
I
6
mean,
months.
Exactly.
Wow, Bronson.
Damn, that's fucked.
Normally when they
Well,
tell
but
normally
Boston
when they
get run
tell
over by it.
normally when they tell you you have 6 months, you normally have like a couple of years.
Can we not discuss death, guys? That's just I'm asking nicely.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Some people know, some people don't. But
I apologize. Anyways, I would take it in payments.
Okay, but you still need to tell me what you're doing with it.
Well, I'd pay my house off. I'd still live in the house that I'm in because it's paid for.
No, we
Fair.
wouldn't.
You don't.
Fair.
You
That's
don't.
fair.
You don't.
That's fair.
You just you do what you want to with your 207. I'm doing what I want
Well,
to
you're
with
not.
mine.
Well, you're actually not getting 207, but
What do you? Yes, I am.
Yes, he's taking he's getting paid out yearly.
yeah, he'd get whatever 207 divided by 20 or
Yeah,
30.
but what he's not taking into consideration, we share a bank account.
Oh well, that was the
Exactly.
other thing that I would do. That's the other thing that I would do when I get the money.
He would open up
I
a
would open up a
separate
separate bank
account
account,
and put all the
That's
and put
different,
his
though.
lump sums in there.
and I would
There you
go
go.
on Google and print off a prenup and get her to sign it.
Baby, we've
I
been
think it's
together 11
I think it's
years.
too late
and
for that,
married
boss.
8.
Wait,
It's
I think
too
you gotta.
late for
We'll-
that.
I think you gotta do that.
We'll
You gotta do
backdate
that
it.
when
We'll-
you get married,
No,
boss.
we'll backdate it. We'll make it look
No,
like she did it
that's
from
not
the
how it
beginning.
works.
Baby, we've been together 8 years. Been
You're
married 8
fucked.
years.
She's obligated to have. Fuck you.
Why are you telling me how to spend my money?
I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing Hunter and BB Duck here in a minute because something's going to go flying backwards.
Well, then
I'm far
I,
away
How
from
you
him.
spend your
I'm
money?
good.
then the rest I would probably invest in beer. I'd invest real heavily in stock in beer.
Like you,
Oh, so you
okay,
have-
okay. I was gonna say, like buying beer or in the stock of it.
No,
Yeah.
That's what I was
I
gonna
would
ask.
invest in stock of beer, and then I would
Okay.
buy a shit ton of that so my stocks go up.
Just you
So-
Okay.
You're not
Well,
even-
that's
Hold
like
on,
patting the
hold on.
stats.
So you're not even thinking of your son.
And then I'd open up
Oh, this is getting real.
I would open up a distillery called Two Drunks in a Bottle, to where we distill our own liquor, and that sets my son up for life. He gets to run my distillery when he grows up.
What if he doesn't
Oh.
want to?
No, he has no choice.
Well,
Yes, he
then,
does.
I mean,
No, it's
to
called
me,
it's called
if
he'll be
he
the
Well, I mean, if he
owner.
doesn't
It's
want
called
to,
it's
then
called he'll
no.
be the owner. He'll be an owner, and he can like have employees.
Not
Yeah,
if
if you don't
sells
want free
it.
money,
He may not want it.
Sells
He'll sell it.
well, that's after our
Which,
generation.
well,
so I
that's
mean,
that's his. That would be his choice to sell it then.
So boom, there it is.
All right.
At
You're,
least mine
you're a
makes
fucking
sense.
scumbag for
Alright,
choosing
Nick,
that.
Okay.
You're a fucking scumbag, you motherfucker.
So with my money, 207 million,
Fucking
Um,
taking it out in payments. Fuck you.
I would buy all the
Fucking-
ghost. Okay, I would buy all the ghost equipment needed for my
Oh
ghost
my god, here we
investigations,
go.
so I can be set for life with that. I'd buy a new fucking computer.
You'd eventually have to upgrade your equipment. You're not set for
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, well, money wise, yeah.
Well, he'd have enough money though to be set for life.
I mean,
um,
it depends on how you used it. Yeah.
I'd quit my shitty ass job. I'd pay outright to go to the fire academy.
Hey, they don't just send you there for free.
No, not always.
Come
Yes,
to
hold
North Carolina, you can go through the fire academy for free as long as you're sponsored by a fire department.
Here you have to pay for the
Yeah,
Cincinnati Fire
like
Department.
like here, like Oklahoma City has their own, and you
Well,
just
yeah, but
have
probably
to
not-
apply.
Yeah, but probably not
Well, I
every
thought-
department has that.
Well, I know, but like I attempted to go to like the one that was like at our like OSU OKC. They have like courses that you can take. but I never
And
like
then
went through with it. But
I would give 50% of it to charity. And then keep the rest in pocket for family, children, whatever.
50%, $103
Okay.
million.
so 103 million going to charity, and then you would keep the other 3 and do the rest of that shit.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Fair enough.
He's buying his way to heaven. The fuck?
Oh yeah,
He kind of
definitely.
took part of mine, but not really.
He's
I
like
know what you
he's
got.
like karma. 103.5 million dollars
Like,
worth of karma.
that's why I passed. That's why I passed the fire academy. There it is.
So you're saying you buy your way through the fire academy?
Basically, that's basically what he just
Yeah,
said.
he bought the fire
He
academy.
bought. He bought. Yeah, he's bought. Yeah, bought. Yeah, exactly. Hunter.
So I guess like if I won that money and I had it, bypassing the whole payment and all that mess,
Okay, so you're taking the lump
Eh,
sum. Just to be clear.
I would. Okay, yeah. If you're gonna do it that way, yeah, sure.
That's not the way Hunter would do it.
Since
wouldn't.
apparently you have an option, even though I never gave that option. But whatever, go ahead.
That's not the way Hunter
I'll
would
meet you in
do
the
it.
middle. I'll meet you in the middle. If I had all that money all at once,
Okay.
put it that way, I would first, pay off debt. Get straight with that. Family next would be pay off their debt. Close family. Not like outside cousins and all that mess. Close family. Outside of that though, I mean, not. I really wouldn't change a whole lot. Like I would maybe make upgrades, for the house. Get better equipment. Studio wise, especially like say for our podcast. Get set up for it. Keep my job. I wouldn't just leave out on that. Just keep making money. I'd use some of it for investments. Small percentages, but expand them out. That way, the money keeps on flowing. Of course, there's going to be loss and gains. Wherever, but I mean, it's chance. Now, I would take a percentage of that and give it
I'm
to
back.
St. Jude.
You guys
I'd
missed me.
give it out to St. Jude. I'd give out maybe, I don't know, 10 to 15% of it. But most of it I would just hold on to and just kind of spend as needed, but nothing that just outright purchases and all that. If anything, pass it on down, later if I got older and I still had all that money left. But I wouldn't just go
can't-
making crazy purchases.
You want to know what charity I would?
How many
donate
times
to?
how many times have you played the lottery? Because you sound like you thought about that answer pretty good.
I don't play lottery,
Oh, fair.
but if I won, I mean, that's kind of what I would do.
So you would donate to charity, yeah?
Yeah, I would St. Jude for me. My
Nick
mom
said he would
had
donate
breast cancer,
50%.
so I would.
I would donate all the money to Black Lives Matter.
Wow. Okay. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
so
This
sorry.
motherfucker is fucking.
Enjoy your
mean-
60-second timeout. Fucking A.
I mean, he found a cause, I guess. So.
Hey.
So I'm taking it that you play the lottery daily there, Polly, because you've got it all planned out also.
No, I don't.
I'm waiting to hear
actually-
Paulie's answer on that
It-
one.
it's,
Yeah.
actually-
it's Tater's turn.
Well,
though.
actually, yeah, no.
I mean,
go
yeah, I
ahead.
wasn't asking for his answer. I was just saying I'm waiting for his answer, though.
Well, mine's not really planned out either, but I do kind of have an idea of what I would do.
Tater, is your eye twitching a little bit over there?
Nope, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. All right,
Cameras don't
so-
lie, man.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know what, decoy. We're not going there. Anyway, 207 million. So for one, I'm gonna be all ball out. I'm taking the 91 million. I'm taking it all at once. With that 91 million dollars, first thing I'm doing is going straight to the bank. I'm setting up trust funds for all 4 kids, with stipulations for all 4 kids.
Oh, the Ace joined. I had to tap in. Sorry for interrupting. I didn't
Stop
know you were speaking.
interrupting when someone's talking. Shut the fuck up until someone's not talking.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
But I would set those 4 trust funds up. Each kid would have $1 million in the trust fund. with the stipulation that they complete a certain goal. Those goals would be dependent on the child. The rest of the money, me and my wife are going to upgrade our home. We're going to both be driving brand new vehicles. And then after that, I am going to take care of my mother and father, my brother, sister-in-law, and my nephew, along with both grandparents. I'm going to make sure that they have nothing to worry about. Not going to say I would keep my job, not going to say I would quit it. Definitely wouldn't just up and say, hey, screw you, I'm gone. There would be a notice there.
And don't forget to buy more fish.
No, not
Yes.
buying no more fish. And
No, he
yeah,
has to buy more turkeys and chickens
I'm
and
taking
ducks.
I'm taking
Yeah.
care of all the family, and yeah, that would mean me and you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, $5 or $6 million. My parents, my grandparents, my brother, my wife's parents, my wife's brother. So that's $6 or $7 million right there. And then when they run out, then hey, there's
Here's
more
another
left,
million.
and come and get it. But nobody. My plans would be to hopefully make it to where, those that deserve retirement could retire. And then me and my wife would, well, my wife would control the rest because she's a
I
lot.
would probably do like a
she's-
family compound.
See, look, he
she's a
knows
lo-
Bronson.
she's a
Look,
lot-
he knows the right answer. See, that was the right answer.
She's
Look,
a lot.
he-
Well, no, she's a lot better with money than I am because if I'm
I-
in control of it, I'm gonna spend all of it.
I am right there with you, brother.
At least if I know she has control of it, then I know we're good. We're set. There's nothing to worry about.
I'm right there with you, brother.
Because if she'll tell you, it would be a mistake to give me $91 million.
Dude, imagine the gaming PC you'd have.
Oh my God.
Imagine the camera.
Oh my.
Well, we didn't get it from him, so
Oh my God.
at least we get it in time.
Imagine the camera. That's fucked up.
He waited forever for
He
that thing.
did. He waited.
Yeah, he
And
did.
then he said the quality is night and day.
Yeah.
Look, he's already. Are you using Discord for your background, or are you using the video broadcast?
Discord.
Using the video broadcast, it'll make that image a lot crisper.
Yeah.
You won't have so much of a outline around you.
That's
Yeah,
actually his
they
real
call it feathering.
background. It's a big poster.
So Ace joined.
So he's next. I
Ace
was gonna
is
say he's
actually-
not getting out on it.
So Ace, if you had $207 million, what would you do with it?
Is he there?
Oh, I know.
He's not there.
Ace, we can't hear
Cool.
you.
I mean, he's not muted or anything.
Mudded. Crickets. Okay.
Good one.
Give him a countdown. And
Badum.
3, 2, 1. He's gone.
I'll answer for him. I'd keep it.
Well, on that
And
note,
put it all on red.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'd put it all on.
Hold
red.
on,
So
he
he-
lit up, hold
so
on,
he-
hold on, he lit up green.
Whoa. Calm down.
Gotcha.
Yo.
Gotcha.
Where
He's
ya?
alive, Igor.
So did you hear the question, Ace?
No, I was broken.
So if you won $207 million with the lottery, what would you do with it?
I'd spend it on Black Lives Matter.
That's my man.
God
That is
damn
my
it.
Kaz
man.
might have had
Get
it.
in, Brev. Get in.
Tater's
Yes,
done. He's fucking done.
that is my man. Thank you, mate.
Drop.
You're the goat.
Fucking out of here.
Fucking
That's
out of
my
here.
y'all
boy.
have a good podcast. Y'all have a good night. I gotta work in the morning.
See you,
I'll see
Jess.
you fools later.
All right, see you later.
Later.
Oh, Yes, Ace. That's the answer
Wow.
that I wanted from
Cosmetech
you.
Ace comes in and we lose half the
We
panel.
lose
Yeah.
people. Oh
There
shit!
it
How
is.
about some gaming? You guys, let's
Not the game.
game.
We're,
Play
we're
some game.
we are still busy.
Hey, we were playing Crazy
No.
Eights earlier. It wasn't our fault that you were, half asleep in your crib.
Oh no, I live in a mansion.
You ain't got $207
you live in a
million
mansion's
dollars.
basement.
You live in a
No, I
hostel.
No, hold on. No, I actually have 407 and 14 million because I put it all on red and doubled it.
That's an if scenario.
And listen,
If you win, though, what's the guarantee you're winning there?
50-50, buddy.
Well, yeah, I know what the odds are.
So, Ace, what do you
I'm
spend
saying-
the $207 million so we can move on to the next topic? We spent
Okay,
30 minutes on Polly's
Duct tape
topic.
to shut that. No, it's gonna be
Probably-
duct tape to shut Cosmetech up.
No, I'm sorry.
Freaking pay off debt, really. Quit my job, probably. Get a new car.
You liked working at the fish place.
Buy some drugs. And yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm set. Honestly.
The clef. Oh yeah.
I thought you liked your car because you didn't know if it's ever gonna stop or if the windshield wipers are gonna work.
He got a new car.
I did get a new car.
So what does it have? Only 100,000 miles instead of 200,000 miles?
Exactly.
Okay.
You want
That's a
another
car.
new car?
It's not bad.
You just got a new car, you greedy fuck. Why do you need another one?
I'd get a brand new car. Like an actual brand new car, you know?
That's overrated.
Yeah.
I'd get a Tesla Cybertruck.
I
gay.
will fucking blow
Fuck
that shit
that.
up.
Oh, garbage. What a garbage
I would
man you would
literally
be.
send a missile and blow it up
Make it
with that
bright purple,
fucking refrigerator on wheels.
and then I'd
I
buy.
actually saw one down here.
I'd buy a
Me
pizza
too.
company.
I saw one
And,
in person the other day, and I was like, "You
Yeah.
gotta be shitting me! That is legitimately an ice box on wheels."
I'd
Oh,
buy a
I see
pizza
those all this
company.
fucking time. It's
And
disgusting.
We would specialize on pineapple and mushroom pizza.
Oh, fuck
All
you
right,
with the pineapple on pizza.
All right, Polly, it's your turn.
All right, so I would buy a compound, and
What's up, Mike? How's it going,
my
buddy?
I would make sure that all of my family were on it and set up with whatever house, whatever they decided on. I would build a barn-dominium, like a badass one, because that's just what I want.
I mean, those are cool as fuck.
Yeah, no, I really want one. I'd probably get a car, and obviously, I'd make sure that, like I said, I would make sure that my family members that were on it had everything they need.
Why wouldn't you just be a man and buy a truck? Why are you buying a car?
Whatever. Car, truck, same. I probably could buy a
Dang.
car and a truck. So, what do you got to say about that, motherfucker?
Buy the Cybertruck.
No.
Get out.
No, he's more of a Honda Ridgeline kind of guy.
Ah.
Fuck you.
It's more of a Honda Civic.
No,
man.
he's a Ford Maverick. You know he's only a little Maverick.
That's the
I'd
same
probably
thing,
get-
pretty much. Decoy as a Honda Ridgeline.
Look, my first car was a Ford F100. I'd probably buy like a redone one of those.
That's
or
a
buy one
truck.
that I could,
That's
or
not a
buy
car.
one that I
Yes,
that I
truck.
could redo.
Don't you mean an F-150? You're too young to know what an F-100 is.
No, I drove a 77 F100. I will fucking send you a picture of it, motherfucker.
You got to
Did it have
remember.
four bald tires and a rear windshield or a
Probably.
window?
Probably.
What? A rear window? Yes. What about the tires?
4 bald tires?
I'm not sure on that one.
How do you
See, I
not
got
know
you
if the
beat, 'cause
tires were bald or not?
I had
you
a-
drove
Oh,
it.
I thought he was saying like it was specific tires on it. I didn't realize he was meant literally like the tires are bald. No, the tires
had
weren't
a s-
bald.
I had a 1967 C10 truck. No brakes, no electrical.
Oh,
I
gotta find
actually
this
popped
picture
a
'cause
tire.
Fuck you guys.
Dude,
I
you don't need
popped
any of
a
that.
tire going down the road. I hit a trash truck, and the trash truck did more damage to mine than I did to the trash truck, believe it or not, which was
Well-
amazing. But I was actually able to pull the tranny off of an F100 with my C10.
That truck I drove was a fucking tank, dude. It fucking guzzled gas, but I would fucking take that thing back in a heartbeat. I ain't even bullshitting.
Polly, we got Mike
Oh,
in
I-
the chat saying you're more of a Toyota Tacoma kind of guy.
No, I actually can't stand the look of those. So
The new
I
ones
can't-
are
I
ugly
actually
as
don't like 'em.
shit. The new ones are
They
so
are ugly as fuck. They are fucking very ugly.
Nice Chevy Silverado.
So yeah, I would buy a compound, build the barnuminium, have my family all have a house, and then I'd get probably one of those trucks.
So,
And then
so you'd
I'd
be
probably
the
make sure that my
alfalfa godfather then. You'd have your condominium or your barnuminium out there. Or be in the
Yeah, I would.
compound.
You're damn right. A big one.
All right. I think
Uh,
that was your topic then, right?
Yep, that was it. I think that was everybody, right? I'm still
Yep.
looking for that fucking. I'm gonna find that picture and I'm gonna send it to everybody. Watch.
You have to go dust off your Polaroid.
It's gonna take me a minute, but I'll find it.
All right. So while you do that, anybody else ready with their topic?
No,
According to BB, who's the next victim?
technically it would be you.
Me?
So we're going in order after that. Okay.
So basically, you know that Activision Blizzard was bought by Microsoft about a year and a half ago.
Yep.
Well, they are just now starting to go back through and release all of the classic games on Xbox now. So you can go to Xbox Retro and actually play all the classic Activision games that were like on the Atari 2600. The old Sierra Online games are starting to show up on there now also. And a lot of I forgot what the other one was. They have a lot of Super Nintendo ones that are starting to come out, but all these games are now available on the Xbox. What is your thought on trying to keep IP alive for games that are over 30, 35 years old?
I like that.
That would be Cosmotech.
Yep. Is
I
he
wasn't
alive?
listening.
Gotta ask it one more time, Decoy, so Cosmotech could hear you.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
He can just hit back play on the deal because I'm not going to try to resay all that again.
Okay. Oh no.
I don't blame him.
No. Basically, Activision's bringing back out all the classic retro games from like 82, 83, and they're reissuing them now, 30 years later, trying to relive IP and to keep it alive. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that's great. I like playing retro games and whatnot. But
Well, now you have to have an Xbox account in order to play them.
Oh.
Because they
No.
just re-released them through Xbox. So now you have to, since they just renewed them, that means that the copyright is now renewed again. So that means that
so now, like,
you
emulators
can't
won't be able to use them.
exactly. So now it's locked into Xbox.
Well, I don't like that then. Yeah, no, well, I mean, I guess it's their game. Kind of sucks though, because a lot of emulators, and I mean, like a lot of people love playing the retro games on emulators, like on PC that don't have an Xbox or whatnot, and don't want to pay for Xbox's service. I mean, it kind of sucks because I am one that plays retro games and stuff through emulators, like on Nintendo DS. I have an emulator for that. Same with an emulator for Atari. So yeah. I mean, it's gonna suck for services like for emulator services. I mean, because then they're gonna have to take down a bunch of their games, or they'll probably get sued by Xbox.
Oh yeah, I mean, Microsoft is
Yeah,
one
that
company
brings
you
to
don't
that.
want to screw with.
Yeah.
Right.
And like it could be like because Nintendo they sue the shit out of anything that tries to copy like the Pokemon or any emulator service that
Yep.
emulates their games. They just instantly try to sue them.
Yep. Nintendo's the
Yeah.
worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right. So
there's so many workarounds and stuff with the emulators that
I mean,
it's not even funny.
yeah, people still have like old archives of like for thousands of games, old retro games, but it's probably gonna get taken down. Like, there's probably a bunch of archives on archive.org. That's mainly where I download the old games and stuff.
well,
Yeah,
see,
I'm right there
it
with
used
you.
to be thought that all these old games and everything were abandonware,
Mhm.
but I mean, it may have been at one time because Atari/Activision didn't really care about all these old Atari games or nothing like that. But Microsoft, being the cash cow that it is, wants every single dime it can get.
If they see someone making money off of their assets or old assets, they just try to get that money again. They try to profit off of that again.
Well,
Yep.
They're just a big
Yeah.
paywall. That's all Microsoft is.
Yeah.
It's all
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft's ever been. I mean,
So do you know
we've
who
talked about
Al
that
Lowe
on one of
is?
we had talked about that on one of the very first podcasts. With the what was better, PlayStation or Xbox, and
Mhm.
going back and talking about PlayStation, like the PS3 specifically, that you didn't have to pay for PlayStation Plus to play online, but you had to have Microsoft Gold to play online with Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's such a major paywall. It's not even funny.
Microsoft is one word: scummy. That's what I think.
No, we used to call him back in the day Microshaft because he used to shaft the shit out of you.
I call it micro dick.
So, do you know who Al Lowe is?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I know you've heard of Sierra Online.
I think it does ring a bell. Yeah.
He's employee number 20. So he was the one who wrote Larry's Leisure Suit Larry back in the day. So he was going through his attic and he had the master disc for Larry's Leisure Suit Larry in his attic.
Uh-huh.
And he did not want it just to be sitting up there rotting. So he tried to sell it on eBay. It got up to $20,000 on eBay.
Shit.
Activision stepped in and told him to take down the item because Sierra Online was bought by Company B, Company C, Company D, and finally under Activision. And so they said that they actually own the rights to that, but they don't. The IP property for Leisure Suit Larry is bought by another company because it's available on Steam. Most of these games are available on Steam before the Blizzard, Activision, or whatever. But here's the deal. He wrote back in the day kind of a very first generation AI that he can just type in what he wanted and it would kick the game out because it's all standard text files. And then it ran through a compiler to actually make all the games because it's all type this in to get it done, type this in to get it done.
Yeah.
So that's why, because the IP for King's Quest 1, 2, 3, and 5 are all owned by Activision, and they say it follows the same pattern, even though Leisure Suit Larry came before those.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's got to be a time that, you know, when does software actually become abandonware?
I mean, I'd say when it loses its IP completely. Um, but then like Microsoft can fucking
This is an open floor conversation, by the way. Nick, Polly,
Yeah.
Tater.
Yeah.
I don't know
just jump
anything
in.
about this.
maybe
So.
like 90 years in the future, Microsoft will like go through old archives and see that once this belonged to a company that bought out another company and so on up to Microsoft, and they'll just fucking take that.
Hmm.
So I guess nothing really becomes abandonware unless, I don't know, it could never be bought out again.
Well, I mean, so what about DOS 6.22 and Windows 3.11? Is that abandonware?
I mean, I would say so. I'm not paying for DOS. I mean, I could just get the files online.
What
Yeah,
about
it could
Windows
be.
7?
Why would you want to
I mean,
revert back to
to-
Windows 7?
Well, he's
No,
just
I'm
saying
just
that
using it as
though.
an example because Microsoft no longer supports that product. They no longer
Yep.
provide security updates for that product. They have totally abandoned anything from Windows 10 back. And
I
they're
was
back to
fixing to say,
abandon Windows 10.
I was fixing to say, because Microsoft, they're to a point that they're almost like Android and iPhone. Once they upgrade to a new firmware, the old one's obsolete and you can't revert back anymore. They don't let you revert back to old firmwares like you used to be able to do. You used to be able to plug your phone into the computer and say, okay, I want to revert back to uh, phase one instead of being in phase three. Because phase one was better or whatever. Update 1.01 was better than 1.2.1.
Yeah, as soon as they get a certain amount of people over, they pull the security cert and they block it off. Yes, they do that. That is a standard tactic for Apple and Google.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy to think like that because, like, I'm one of those people. I play emulator games all the time. Yeah, what was it ROMs? I guess is what you would call it. But I mean, to think that somebody actually makes profit off of that, like, and when I say profit, I mean like actual profit to where they want to upcharge, $50 to $60 for an old school game, and they hit it with that new price. It's crazy. I would pay like an under $20 game for like an old school game. That's fine. I get you got to make your money somewhere, but for them to want to be able to just like upcharge that to up to a brand new game, I can't pay for that because like you brought up Leisure Suit Larry. I actually own the collection. The
Mm-hmm.
was it the I think it's GOG. I think is what I got it on. But I mean, I bought the collection. It was cheap. I think it was like under $15 or something like that. But I got
Yeah.
all the that whole collection. That's fine. I don't. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. That's cool. But if they're gonna be able to upcharge it all the way up to a brand new game, like they're kind of doing with like Call of Duty series and stuff like that, like I think that's ridiculous. I can't afford it. Like I'm not gonna try to go that route. I'm gonna go the emulator route until the point to where they just say, "Hey, we're gonna ban that or get rid of the ROMs on that."
Well, I think with what Microsoft is just doing, because they just like literally released their retro pack like this week, and I think that we're gonna start seeing another Napster come up with the ROMs and everything else, because now since they're releasing this for a item that's for sale, then they're gonna say, oh well, we're gonna come after you for this, we're gonna come after you for this, and we're going to see more of the wonderful worlds of lawsuits, money judgment being sent out, everything. And, you know, the web archive or the Wayback Machine has already been under fire numerous times for, you know, software, music, video, or whatever.
See, this is why I'm glad I made the switch to PC and got away from the console era altogether. Because video games for console, like they're expensive for PC too, but you have so many more options on PC with Steam, Epic Games, and all the indie games that are on those platforms. We play so many indie games that most people don't even know about. Than playing these AAA title games that now they're selling them for fucking $70-$80 a piece. Video games have gone outrageous on pricing.
Yep. And that's the thing too, like you brought up, indie games. It's got to the point now to where indie games are becoming a thing so much that they're porting it from the PC over to a console. Like they're actually trying to bring it to console. Schedule One, I think, is one of them at the moment is trying to get brought over because right now they're having so many like remakes of that game to where it's exactly like Schedule One. Is just under a different name because they don't have it yet.
Went through that with Lethal Company when we were playing Lethal Company. You know, you had Sketchy's Contract came out. You had Content Warning that came out. You had games that mimicked it.
But that's including like with PC though. What I'm getting at is like console.
I'm
Consoles
shocked that
are
Lethal Company isn't something that is potentially going to a console.
But yeah, with consoles though, they're actually making console games that are mimicking the PC games because right now they're only indie games.
Keep them a decent price. Compete with these AAA fucking title places. Compete with Rockstar. Compete with EA Sports. Compete with them indie games. Get your name out there and sell the game for like if you can get your game on a console, sell that Joker for what you sell it for on Steam. Do a $10, $20 price tag. People will pay it all day long.
I mean,
Because the game is never ending. Schedule One, you can grind on it all like for hours.
That game will never end.
No,
like even when it first came out, like you could fucking grind on that shit for fucking ever. It will never end. There's so much shit you can do on it.
So we got Bob Weiler in the comment section. See, this is why I use Temple OS. It doesn't have internet access, so why do I need security updates? It only has what I program in Holy C. And then he also says that Flight Sim and Temple OS is the best game.
True.
Maybe. I mean, I don't have that platform, so I mean, I can't really go off of it. But I mean, yeah, I mean, look at like indie games. We say with Steam and indie games, but it goes back even further. It goes to Kickstarter. A lot of these games they're hitting up on Kickstarter first and moving over to Steam during development. They're saying like, "Hey, hit us up with these memberships. Get the game right off the bat." And then during that development time, you see it get moved over to Steam, and they're making money from Kickstarter and Steam. But it's because like people are wanting to pay for indie games right now. Indie games is what's up because they're new games. They're nothing like a remake. I mean, of course, you're going to hit a couple of them, yeah. But I mean, the indie games is what's in right now.
I know we kind of veered off a little bit on Decoy's topic, but it all kind of went together.
I think it was a build up. Yeah. I think I'm gonna step away for it real quick.
So Cosmetech, that would bring the next topic as being yours.
Oh, I don't know any topics.
Nothing to talk about.
Nothing.
Come on, you boring fuck.
I swear. I've got nothing. Yeah, no, I haven't. I don't think. I've got nothing.
You can't be on a podcast without a good topic.
I know, right? This
Oh,
is-
Well, I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not me this time.
Is this your first podcast?
Yeah, it is.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not media trained.
You're not potty trained either.
Okay. All right.
All right, so for my topic, it's not really a topic. It's more of we're gonna play a game.
What are we fucking?
Why are you looking like that, Tater?
Are we
Oh.
trying to guess which way your eye's pointing right now?
He's mad.
Oh, God.
that's
Why are
that's
you
a
looking
fun,
like that,
that's always
Tater?
a fun game.
Why the fuck are you looking like that, Tater? Stop looking at me like
Looks
that, Tater.
It looks like he wants to kill you.
I know, right? The game that we're gonna play is called No, but also Yes. So
no, but also yes.
The way that this
Wow.
works is two players are going to tell a story together, but each new sentence must start with no, but also yes. So, an example, I went to the zoo and the other person will say no, but also yes. It was actually a bank that looked like a zoo, and then it would just continue from there.
So do you just add "and" at the end, and then it just keeps
Tater,
going?
I agree.
Yeah, god damn! What the hell is wrong with you?
I just love doing this to
Take his
Tater.
access- take-
I just
take
love
his
doing.
access
I just
right
love
now.
doing this to Tater.
Hunter, go over there and fucking take his access away. Do something. Lock him out.
So, I love to play these stupid games because Tater loves them so much.
You're muted.
Hunter,
Or are you just mouthing something?
did you
we
hear
can't
any
you,
of,
Tater.
of it?
I heard playing the game and
Yeah. So
creating sentences.
we're doing. It's called no, but also yes. So the example was I went to the zoo and then the other person would say no, but also yes. It was actually a bank that looked like a zoo. Kind of get
So
it?
BB's trying to say he
So,
thinks he's Drew
I
Carey,
love-
and this is not whose line is it anyway.
I love playing
So we're
these
just-
games
we're
because
just
Tater
making this
hates
shit
them
up?
so much.
So you just make the
So I
shit
was-
up.
So I
which
would
is
start it
random
by
as
saying
fuck.
no, but also yes, and then continue from there. Okay. Well, I want to give a quick shout out to Boogie. I see he's in the comments. What's up, Boogie? All right. So, BB, one more time. Go again, and I'll try to pick up on it.
So I love playing these kinds of games because Tater loves them so much.
No, but also, yeah. I mean, Tater, he's kind of good, but kind of not.
Tater.
You're muted.
Yeah, I hadn't hit the button. I know y'all can't hear me. There's a reason for that. Can't believe he would do me like that. That's horrible. And
As much as I've seen that finger fly, I thought she was a proctologist for a minute.
No, but yes.
No, but also yes. And if Hunter keeps going, he's gonna find out where that finger likes to go.
No, but also
No.
yes, I think BB's in line for that too.
You skipped.
No, but
Oh.
Yeah.
no,
Damn
no,
it! You
no,
skipped
no.
me and you took my line, you fucker.
no, but also yes. BB is first in line for that finger.
No, but yes. Tater is. I don't got it. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Fucking Steve stole my shit.
Well, for one,
Steve
it's not
fucked
no,
it
but
up.
yes. It's no, but also yes.
Oh no,
Well,
I thought it
no,
was just no,
no,
but yes.
No, he never did say that it was a group therapy session. He just said two people.
Y'all want to do?
Oh, yeah, you did. You said two people have a
I
conversation.
did. I
He
did say
didn't
that.
really say there was an order.
I mean, like I said, he said it was a two people conversation, so two
Yeah.
people would have been
Oh.
up
All
and down.
right, let's do this one. So this one's called plot twist. So
Oh,
Sorry, Tater.
one person tells a simple story. The other people could yell out plot twist at random points, and the storyteller has to completely change
Plot twist.
direction instantly. Example: I was walking my dog.
Plot twist.
and it turned out I was the dog.
Oh
great.
boy.
All right.
yeah,
We're
Bronson,
gonna
tell the
start with
story.
Tater. We're gonna start with Tater. We're gonna let Tater go.
Go on,
Tater, tell us a story. Come on, Tater, tell us a story.
You have the easy part. You get started off.
It's him
Wait,
the
so
entire time.
is the next
It's
person
him the
have to
entire
continue?
time.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no,
I
I
thought it
know
was
it's him
like
the entire time. I got that part, but so it doesn't like
Until he gets to the end of his story. It's him.
it just,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
okay. God damn.
I mean, if he
Hey
doesn't
Tater,
survive, Dan,
when did you put the red filter on your camera? Because I mean, you're
when he
starting to
gets
look like a
angry,
steamed clam.
when he gets
I mean-
angry,
Come
the red
on,
filter
Tater.
gets
Start.
removed.
Tell us a story. You got plenty of stories.
Yeah, I have quite a few. And
Plot
they're all-
twist.
Buffalo
I don't.
and the Hamburglar were going to town.
Plot twist.
Come
What's
on,
the
mate.
plot twist? Don't you have
You
to
gotta
tell me
change
a
the
plot
story
twist?
every time somebody says it.
Let me
Oh.
do it. Hold on,
Or-
let me do it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. So
I think Cosmo has big.
go ahead, Cosmotech. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so,
please, before I destroy
I was driving home from school, right? And I
Plot
was
twist.
passing, and I saw my my grandma walking outside naked. And
Plot twist.
But she was with my dad, right?
No, you're not. No, you're still going down the same line. You're not doing a plot twist.
Okay, and
You're
turns out she was heading
pausing.
to the bingo.
No, okay, no. It's
Oh my
like
God, piss
I'm
off,
going to
then-
my
then you
drive.
do
I'm
it, you
I'm driving down the
absolute
street with my
troglodyte.
grandma.
Plot twist.
Okay. Now there was a tornado flying through the skies.
Plot
in
twist.
Great
That's
state of.
just gay.
Okay, now let's go driving fast down this highway
Plot
and not
twist.
turn the car. Now here we go. We're gonna go flying
twist.
through the air. So that's how it's supposed to be done.
I think there should be
It's
like
a-
at least a
It's
little bit of a
complete- I
leeway,
think
like
it's
a
just a
5-second,
every
10
time
seconds,
it's a
something like
plot-
that.
Yeah, it can't be.
Yeah, I think it's
It
every
probably
time-
shouldn't be the same person either that says plot twist.
Jesus,
Right.
I feel
plot
like you
twists
can't
are
really
the
get
thing
too many
to
words
come.
out in 3 seconds. Like it's got to be like a 10-second cooldown or something.
Yeah, I feel like
Jesus,
yeah.
that's quite fast.
Okay, at this point, I would rather go back to Would You Rather's. Please
No,
God, for the
no,
life
Would
of
you rather
somebody,
100
fucking-
duck
I
sized
think we should
monkeys
just
or
vote
What?
on
Why?
a certain
Why?
game.
Size of a
Why? It was my topic. I got to choose. I didn't do the. Would you rather fight a million long T Rexes or one?
100
Everyone
men
T-Rex
versus a
size.
gorilla.
Hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on,
Santa Claus.
wait.
Plot twist.
Wait,
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Good job, Connor.
hold on. The fuck you mean a long T-Rex?
Plot twist.
Long armed T Rex.
What the fuck you mean a long T-Rex?
A long armed T Rex.
A
so
little
now-
T-Rex,
you mean-
elongated T-Rex.
So now,
T-Rex.
So instead of
Did
this,
you just say elongated T-Rex? What the fuck they do? Stretch his ass out?
long
What is this,
armed.
fucking stretch arm? What is
Long
this?
armed.
Like
is
long
this?
arms like humans,
Okay.
right?
Okay, so we went from Stretch Armstrong to Stretch T-Rex. What the fuck?
No, we should do that game where one person says one word, then the second one says another to that, like, and it creates a story.
Yeah, like
Like-
each person give like a sentence, and then it
Yeah,
just kind of
like,
builds
for
up from there.
example, I was, and then BB says on the toilet, and then Tater says reading the newspaper or something like that. You
Broken.
know, that'll be grand.
All right.
I'm down with this.
Red, what's up, Eddie?
I'll start. I once held a controller.
Wait, what
That
the
was
fuck are the rules?
always completely broken.
Oh my!
What? I didn't hear any of this.
All right, who wants to
God.
explain?
He said something about a word.
No,
Like
no, okay,
saying
okay.
just random ass words?
Eddie. Okay, so basically, we're doing a game where, for example, we create a story, right? So, like, for example,
Someone
I
check
say,
Tater's
I was-
pulse.
Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to hear the rules.
I'm checking Tater. Okay, he's
I
still
was
there.
sitting on the toilet, and then you say while reading a
Broken.
newspaper, and then BB
Okay.
says,
Broken.
and
Okay, I
then
think I got it.
a bird
So we
flew
just
through my
random shit.
window.
I once
Yeah.
held a controller.
With my right hand.
Then my brother came in.
Broken.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
You're
And so
no
there's-
fun.
We can't play this.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
Alright,
gotta
so-
be a sentence. Stroking
Yeah.
his.
Dick. What?
While on camera.
With his
What the-
sister's hand.
Watching
In-
TV.
Oh god.
Okay, what
Well-
the fuck? What story
thought she was
what
virtual?
did we just create? What was that?
Hell if I know.
If I've got
Well,
to do
fucked
this,
up
I
story.
make it
Yeah, but I feel
interesting.
like that one's gotta have an order somewhat, like because we don't know, just random
Yeah, it
people
needs
just
to go.
start
It
saying
needs,
shit
it,
out.
no, it needs to go in the order that we are on screen. So me, Polly, Hunter,
I think that was my fault. I kind of veered
Tater,
off.
Decoy,
BB started.
Cosmetech. Then back to me.
Okay, started.
Yeah.
I once knew a little boy.
With a big fat arm.
Who I very knew so much well.
Wait, what did you say, Hunter?
Walmart.
Wow.
Boo.
Y'all
End that
remember-
story right there.
Alright.
Y'all
No,
remember
I
that?
seriously didn't- I
Y'all
didn't
remember
hear
that
him.
fucking game that we that you used to play in school, to where like you said a word, the next person said a word. You had to remember all of those words, and it just kept
Oh.
going around and around and around. That's almost what this is
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like.
I forget what it's called. It's like Whisper or some shit like that.
Tattletale.
It's called Not My Life.
I don't know.
All
I
right, so
don't
we
know.
restarting then.
Yeah.
Yes, because I did not hear you, Hunter, at all.
All right, I'll speak a little bit louder.
I was too busy murdering myself in my thoughts.
Fair enough.
A man once fought 100. A man once fought 100 life-size or horse-sized ducks.
And then
He questioned his life.
While he was
Bro, you
stroking one
fucking
of the
dog shit.
ducks,
You fucking dog.
Wait. Hold on, Tater had it.
Zero
Tater had
IQ brain. Zero IQ. Zero thoughts in that noggin.
while he was stroking one of the ducks,
To be thought
Stroking?
of the turkey.
Stroking?
What? Wait, what did hold on? What did Decoy say?
To be
I don't
thought of
think
the
Decoy
turkey.
said it.
Oh,
Oh.
my god, 5 people
because he
talking
thought
at
it was
the
a
top,
turkey. Oh my.
What? I can't hear anything. Oh, and he's muted now.
How many times do you want me to freaking say it? Pull your head out of your ass and you might be able to
I
hear
can't
it.
hear you.
Fucking Tater. This is why I do this shit. This is why I do this for that reaction.
Fucked up VC. It's some fucked up VC, I swear to God.
Oh.
I mean, at this point, it's Tater and Cause. I mean, both of them.
Fuck.
Okay, well, let's just restart then. Let's just restart then.
Oh
Why? 'Cause you
my
can't listen.
God.
How about we let him
What
start
the
it?
I don't know what
fuck?
Decoy said. I don't know what
Why
Decoy
don't you start it then?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
And then Bronson will be second, and we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was walking my dog at 6 a.m. in the morning.
That'd be dog.
And he saw a putty cat.
He chased it down the sidewalk.
Then he noticed a roadrunner running by.
Fucking dog, absolute dog.
so he started chasing the roadrunner.
But he found out that he didn't have the right supplies from Acme.
Right supplies from what? What am I hearing? I don't know what he's saying. I
Oh
don't
my
know what he's
God!
saying.
You don't know Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner?
I
Wow,
don't even know
dude.
what a roadrunner is.
It's
Oh
a,
my
Oh my
God.
it's
god.
a fucking bird. It's a bird. A bird. You know, tweet, 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 tweet. Me.
It runs on the road.
Hold on, bro. I'm
There you go. It's
contacting
pretty
my-
self-explanatory, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, he
The
definitely
road
did.
runner fell over, and fell over, and his face went to a pile of poo.
The dog just wondered, where did that pretty cat go?
So he checked on the Roadrunner. I don't
And
know.
the
I don't
granny,
got it. I don't got it.
then no, you got it. Then Granny come in wondering what the fuck.
And the dog realized at that point that that's where the term shit face come from.
Only after he hit the brick wall.
The brick wall crumbled all over him.
Because the little pigs blew and they blew until it fell down.
And the cat stood on the pile of brick.
And then Jerry watched him in stupidity.
And the three
fuck's
blind
Jerry?
mice got lost in the pile of rubble.
As Heckle and Jekyll heckled him from the telephone pole.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! I don't know what the fuck you're saying, bro. Get the fuck out.
And Jack and Jill fell down the hill.
And Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. It had a great
Oh
fall.
my
Pepper
God.
came in.
And all the king's horses and all the king's men said, fuck it, we're out of here again.
And then Peppa Pig and George
The fuck?
went on a meeting.
The fuck about Peppa Pig? The fuck? Where the fuck does Peppa Pig come into this bullshit?
Cosmetech,
With a meat grinder.
Cosmetech, you can't do that almost yeeted beer all over my computer screen.
The fuck does Peppa Pig? Stop watching fucking Nick Jr., bro.
My fucking stomach is hurting.
Deco is just doing some tongue twisters. I refuse to believe that's a real word.
And
What,
Bluey,
Heckle and Jekyll? What, Heckle and
Wait, what?
Jekyll? They're cartoons from the...
What is a
From
heckle
the
and Jekyll?
60s.
He's gotta stop using stuff that nobody knows. Look,
Gotta
you're
quit taking
you got like
drugs, too.
you have
No,
you
no,
probably
no.
have like you have like
No.
50 years on Cosmetech. Come on now.
No, you all were referencing Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry's older than Heckle and Jekyll.
True.
it is.
Good
he is
point.
Right. I know
Good
who he's
point. He
talking
is right about that. That is a good point.
We can't help it. The British kid doesn't know about our cartoons over here.
He knows about Mrs. Brown's boys, though.
And apparently, Peppa
he's one of 'em.
Pig.
And Peppa Pig.
He
What's
loves
next?
Peppa Pig.
What's next? Dora the fucking Explorer?
Well, no,
Yeah, we can make it.
SpongeBob.
Peppa Pig, they have tea and biscuits. Tea and crumpets.
Can we
Yeah,
do
tea and
it?
crumpets.
Yes, we can.
No, he's more of a Doug
Oh.
character.
That's
All
a good
right,
one.
Hunter, you got a topic?
Yeah, I had one originally, and then I wanted to change it because I heard Tater make a statement earlier in the podcast. I was like, all right, let me change my topic up a bit, to help ease that. But so if you can acquire a new skill or better a skill that you may have now, what would that skill be and why?
I got a good one.
Wait a minute. So if I could acquire a new skill or make a
skill
I
that-
have now better, what would it be?
Yeah, so like either just a brand new skill that you want to learn or something that you want to better yourself at that you kind of know but don't have really the talent for.
If I could pick, I'd have to go with a skill that I'd love to be able to do better, and that is woodworking. We're doing, we're renovating our house and doing a lot of work outside, and we've had to do a lot of woodworking, and I'd love to get better at that. Watching people online build stuff and all that, I'd really like to get better at it. Not only to help me inside the house, but kind of spruce up the yard, so to speak, with a nice pergola with an outdoor kitchen, where I could
Fuck yeah,
go
dude.
out and cook.
Sounds dope.
I have to
all
get
that.
you a wood lathe.
No,
So
a lot of the people that I've seen online doing the stuff I want to do, they never touch a lathe. It's more angles with like your chop saws and stuff like that. It's a lot of angles and
No turning anything.
It's chop saws,
huh.
jigsaws, stuff like that. They don't actually turn anything on a lathe.
Huh.
Now, if I like me and my wife seen some rocking chairs at Lowe's the other day that I wish I had the know-how, the knowledge, and the tools to build, which would require a lathe because I'd be fucking rich if I could build them.
I
Because
just
they were charging $200 and some dollars a piece for them.
Yeah,
I just
rocking
got
chairs
People
ain't
were
cheap.
buying them.
I just got a set of rocking chairs for my front porch from Sam's, and dude, they're fucking nice. They're just plain. They're just literally just plain like black rocking chairs, but they're fucking sturdy as fuck.
You probably paid 100,
Surprisingly.
$150 a piece for them.
Can't remember, but yeah, I was up there.
But yeah,
No, they weren't. I probably paid that for both of them, but they're pretty solid.
But yeah, woodworking would probably be a skill that I'd love to be better at, just because of what we're doing at the house, and the ability to build things for other people.
All right.
Mine would have to be HVAC, learning HVAC all the way.
Wow.
I can help you. Well, sorta.
I would listen to him, but okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't
why would
either.
you want to go at HVAC?
Where do I start?
Good
I
trade.
mean, upstairs air conditioning for the last 2 months. This go around. Before that, it was 3 months last summer. Also, yeah.
So
Where
would you
to
say it's
start?
like for? So would you say it's like for personal use at that point, or just like make money, or how would you go about it?
Well, okay, so I've actually really looked into this. Um, so where I live, to get a apprentice license, it's only $15 for any trade. Doesn't matter what. So if I want to go get
Yep.
an apprentice license for electrician, $15.
And no skill required.
Exactly. And
No skill
then,
required.
And then all I got to do is just get, I think it's 2,500 hours in, and then I can apply to go take the journeyman's test.
It's a
So,
written test. And it's
and I
like
mean,
90 is it like 90 questions or something like that?
it depends.
I think that's what ours was 90 cuz my dad is actually an HVAC journeyman. He has a journeyman's license, and then
Well,
he did it.
well,
He's done it for 20 years, so
there's 3 different tests that you have to take. One is EPA, and the other one is hazardous EPA, because Freon now
Freon.
is
Yep.
flammable. 424A is flammable gas in your compressor cell. So you have to take both of those tests, and that's
Fucking
in order
propane.
just to actually handle. No, not propane. It's Freon,
Might as well be.
but you have
Fucking
to
flammable. It's
take that
ridiculous.
in order to actually handle Freon or buy Freon.
Yep.
And then the other test is so you can move forward. Then at that point, you can branch out into different lines. I mean, it's something that over the last 2.5, 3 years with fighting this stupid unit, which is finally going to go away Tuesday. Finally, it's being able to work on my own stuff. Like today, I literally was working on my ice box because the ice machine broke, and I didn't want to call somebody to come out and fix it. It's like, why? I can fix it myself. I mean, I found the parts and everything else. Didn't need the parts, but I found it in case I needed them, and watched a 5-minute YouTube video on literally on how to fix the deal, and I had mine up and running within a minute. because they show
Yeah.
me where to go.
That's all it takes nowadays.
And I mean, if I can fix something like that, why can't I go out and charge money to do it?
True. All right, Kaz.
What's up?
So,
Yeah,
what
see,
is
he's
your
not
answer for
listening.
that?
That's his problem.
He,
Yeah, I
he
know.
wasn't paying any attention. He has no clue what we're
No.
talking about.
Well, I'm very busy doing something else. I'm
All
just
right, so
listening.
all right, I'll repeat real quick.
Mhm.
So, if you had the opportunity to learn a new skill, like
Mhm.
real quick, would it be a new skill or would it be a skill that you have but to better at? What skill would that be?
Well, I would definitely better a new. I would better a skill that I already have, and that would
Hmm.
probably be electrician work, I guess,
Listening.
soldering, that stuff. Because I'm really getting into that. I'm still starting out. I've gotten the basics done and stuff, but I'd really like to improve on that because the school that I go to as well does have that, I guess, topic in it. The school is focused on electronic work, computer work, and that stuff. I'm just really fascinated with all that stuff, you know.
All right.
So that's what, yeah.
I'd probably go with take taking a new skill and learning how to weld. Uh,
You motherfucker.
Welding is an art. Takes a lot of skill, a lot of patience, which is something I don't have. I don't have patience. But there is never not a need for a welder, and them motherfuckers make bank.
Okay, well, I was gonna go with welding also, but since he stole mine, I'll go with
How the fuck
underwater
would I have
welding.
known it was yours?
I'll go with
I mean,
underwater welding
All
because
right,
they
fucking
make
Scuba
more money
Steve.
than a welder.
All right,
They
fucking
make more
Scuba
money than a
Steve.
regular welder. There you go. That was what I was originally gonna say, but then I decided regular welding is probably better off because apparently underwater welding is very dangerous. Obviously, it's underwater.
You're fucking dangerous.
You need to
all right.
weld a new brain onto that head, Jesus.
Well,
But
I mean, I
You
feel
just need
like
to learn how to hold your breath
it's
underwater.
not
you know,
it's not
fire
dangerous at all.
and
Fire and water, it's already out.
well, that's what
So for
I
both,
was thinking too. But apparently, that's not how it works.
It's not because
Well,
there's gas pockets and stuff in the ocean.
can you not
Yeah.
just weld on like in your bathtub?
So,
No,
just
no.
to give you a little insight into what you're saying, underwater welders generally make between $40,000 and $60,000 a year, depending on location and experience. They can make over $150,000 annually in rare cases.
Fair enough. I know
so
that
for
I've
both of
heard
y'all,
it's a
A
pretty dangerous
welder,
job.
a regular welder, like what Bronson wants to be, the average pay for a regular welder is $42,000. So a regular welder can actually make more money than an underwater welder
You
without
said 40 to 60 for underwater. I'm going with the high end of that, so I win. Fuck you, Bronson.
you're not gonna get paid high end because you know nothing. You're brand new to the
Well, I'm
scene.
talking about I'm not talking about me. I'm
wait,
talking about an experienced person here. I'm
I mean,
learning a
it's
new
learning a
skill.
new skill. So technically, he would have
Well,
that skill after that. But I mean, so both of y'all would go for the money, is what y'all are saying. Like y'all would learn the
yeah,
new skill to be able to apply it,
No,
right?
I'm going for a
definitely.
trade. It's not
I
just
mean,
the
I would
money.
definitely want to know. I mean, I would want to know how to do it, but also trade mainly.
Okay.
Experienced welders.
Now what?
Experienced
Now
welders
what type of
earn
welding are you
between
talking about?
experienced welders earn between $55,000 and $68,000 a year, or 22, or right at 22.30 an hour.
I'd probably learn TIG welding. That's one of your more common, more needed ones.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you have arc, you have TIG, you got MIG, you got acetylene brazing. I mean, there's thousands of different types of welders, and each one has a different specific need.
So you were saying he would have that trade, Hunter, which means he would be an experienced underwater welder, right?
He would have that skill. So if he wants to be in that category, then yeah, he would have that skill to do
Okay,
so.
so entry level underwater welders make 25 to 60, experienced, and that's with 5 to 10 plus years of experience, make 80 plus.
Now the next
I mean,
question
either
is,
way,
what's the
that's
life
not bad.
expectancy of an underwater welder?
Hold on, I'll tell
That's
you.
true.
But the
I
bad
don't know.
news is Polly can't swim.
It sounds
So he needs
really
that
cool
skill
to be
too.
able to weld underwater.
He
Like
can't
that
weld
sounds
underwater
badass
with
as
his
fuck.
life jacket.
Tell me that doesn't sound cool as fuck. Like how the fuck do you put a flame underwater?
Well,
That's
BB
what I want
points
to know.
out the obvious, though. Well, BB points out the obvious. Like, if you can't swim, it's like, what skill are you gonna have to trade for that?
Well, that's coming from the retard over there that thinks I can't swim. So
Well, yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
you got to take the arm floaters off in order to pass the test.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
The fuck are you drinking?
So the average
That Coke looked tall.
The average life expectancies of an
With the
underwater
homie.
average, or an
With the homie.
underwater welder's average life expectancy is 35 to 40 years.
Is that because they
50
drowned?
to 60.
Was that the cause of death? Drowning?
The
It's probably a decompression thing.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Let her finish.
The primary risks include drowning, electrocution, and the potential for long-term health effects from diving and welding.
Yeah, so like decompression, like having problems because you're
Getting
up
sick.
and down.
So
deep, you go so deep, coming back up so many times, the decompression probably fucks you up.
The depth and complexity of underwater welding jobs, as well as the specific environment, i.e., pressure and temperature, can influence the level of risk.
No.
So if you're welding on the bottom of a ship, like say the USS North Carolina when they were doing all the repairs to it, if you're underwater welding on it, you're more apt to live longer than somebody that's welding on a deep sea offshore oil rig who's diving to, few hundred feet and has to stop every so often to not get the bends.
Decompress.
Yeah.
So, Paul, you know what that means? No more Chipotle for you.
That means I don't need to know how to swim. I can just stop every few feet and fuck you. So I can do it.
You're the type of guy to drown in water.
That being said, Paulie wanting to be an underwater welder, we know his life expectancy. Bronson wanting to TIG weld, many of them live well into their 70s.
There you go. So, way more riskier than yours. So, kiss my ass.
I will kiss your ass.
And his.
No. No, buddy, no.
What the fuck?
Kiss Bronson's ass.
Hunter,
That's
what do you got? So we can get to Tater, because Tater's the last one.
So for me, it would be a new skill. It would be game development. I come up with a lot of like ideas and stuff for games that really haven't been made. I've seen a couple games that have tendencies, I guess, in my category of thoughts or whatnot. But I mean, there's a lot of untouched potential at that point. But I think if I had the skill to where I can actually make a game or at least create a basis for a game, I'd be on point to it because I have great ideas and stuff that come up with it that haven't really been brought up as a game. Which I mean, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people, can come up with an idea that hasn't been made yet. But I mean, if I had the skill to create the game, at least come up with something and be able to show that, I think that would be a nice skill to have because games and stuff. I mean, we talked about indie games a lot, earlier and stuff. If you have the potential to come up with a good idea for a game, anybody will play it. Look at Schedule One. They had Drug Dealer Simulator years ago, but Schedule One right now is the hype because it has the perfect idea, the perfect setup, and it's a great game. And I think if I had the skill to be able to develop a game like Schedule One and that concept, I think I can create some good games and be able to make good profit. It wouldn't be just about the profit though. It'd be more of being able to share the ideas and share the game out to other people, and that's something I would love to do. But I don't have that skill. I can pretty much give you an idea, but I can't make the game happen itself. So I would love to do that.
Just get ChatGPT to do
If they can code for me, yeah, sure, why not?
That's what Bronson does. He just chat GBTs everything.
it.
We know. Squadcast Revival, it showed.
I'm the best at what I do.
You are ChatGPT.
Me, because I have to read what ChatGPT told me.
Exactly.
Oh
what they
man, you're
told you.
so good. You know how to read. Good job for you.
Right, yeah.
Y'all can type the same thing that I type, and I get different answers than what you get. Just saying.
You're right.
Maybe,
You're
maybe
right.
that's how you know what's bad is that I just agree with Polly. When does that happen?
I feel like it's happened way more frequently lately than other times.
Nobody ever agrees with you, Polly.
Exactly. And I agreed with them though.
All right, Tater, what's your topic?
100 ducks, 100 monkey-sized ducks, or
Polly,
one
Polly,
duck-sized monkey.
I will hunt you down and stick a spoon in your jugular vein, and then use same said spoon to eat your eyeballs.
Can you use a spork instead, please?
No,
Hello,
I'm using
Dexter
a
Morgan.
spoon. It'll hurt worse.
This is why we had a I Roast Polly channel.
We need to bring that to the squad. Take
And
that
then
out
I
of
will-
freedom.
Yes.
And then I will feed the remnants after I stab you in the jugular vein and eat your eyeballs. I will feed the remnants to an alligator,
Yes, officer, it's
This is-
him.
This is quality.
and I have 3 of them.
So keep that in mind when you go
North
on
Carolina-
Mysteries of the Underworld.
North Carolina Wildlife, you heard none of that.
Tater, what do you bring to the table?
So, with mine, I'm going to go a little different than what we've been having, especially with the last Squadcast, which was, I don't know what the hell that was, but it was not.
It was a fun time.
It was
something.
It was make Tater lose his mind, is what that was.
It was a fun time.
So we all know what the world is going to, and that is shit.
In a handbasket.
Yeah. So my topic is, I want to know if the draft is reenacted and they decide to have a draft. Would you go willingly, or would you find every excuse you could to get out of the draft? I want to know which answer and why you chose that answer.
I got a good one. I got a decent answer for that.
Just so you know, you're talking to ex-military, so I'm going to judge.
Same here.
Need a roast BB channel. Yeah, that'll never happen.
So basically, that means if you say that you're going to try to get out, fuck you.
No,
Well, you got to have a good reason, I think.
If you have a
No, I
legitimate
mean-
reason, but if you have a legitimate reason, that's different.
All
That
right,
means you have a
like
legitimate reason.
like Decoy, he's
But
old. He's
trying to
already
cut-
aged out.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
I'm
on.
aged out.
So, Steve, you go first.
So like I'm already aged out. Plus, I do have medical problems with my lower back and everything else. So I'd probably get a medical discharge
So
with
I
that.
think he was saying though, hypothetically,
Yeah,
if,
so I was gonna ask
if
about
you
that.
could, without any reason, would you make excuses of why you couldn't go, or if you absolutely were healthy within age, would you go? Is that right, Tater?
But
No.
yeah, I want
I mean,
authorization. Tater, is that
so-
right?
So, Okay.
or as
let me
as you
let,
stand
let
right
me
now?
let me clarify
Hold on.
this. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
Not as it is right now. If you were of age and able, no medical issues, you weren't too old, what have you.
You fit the bill.
You fit the bill to be drafted. Would you go, or would you find any excuse you could to try to get out of going, and why?
No, I'd definitely go. I mean, it's number one, it's the law. Number two, this is where I live. I have my rights because of people before me doing the same. It's, I may not like the reason why I'm going, but I would still go anyway.
Okay. Um, Cosmetech, I guess. I don't know how that
Okay.
works over there.
Would you fight in a war, Cosmetech, over there in Poland?
I mean, if there was a war, probably not. Not just because I'm an actual pussy. I I don't wanna. I don't want two guys to show up my mom's door and hand them a fucking whatever it's called. I mean,
A Union Jack.
what? Yeah, I don't know how it is in Poland. It's, I wouldn't want to do that to my mom or my parents or my brother because I have one.
So if you could, you would try to find a way out, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I can. Okay, I won't say this on stream. Then never mind. I was gonna say some, but yeah.
And I'm not asking for that reason. I'm just, saying like that's the choice that you would go for.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, BB.
Uh, so absolutely, yeah, I would absolutely go, no hesitation. Without any disabilities or anything, if I was willing and able, then absolutely, I would go. I would lay my life down for my country, 100%. As Steve said, like that's what our forefathers did before us, our founding fathers, all of that. Like absolutely, uh, it's the American thing. We're all red blooded, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
All right, Polly. This
Yeah.
question
Fuck
applies.
yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Fuck.
This
I'm a little too
question goes
excited.
to you, but
You-
I want you to take any prior service out of it. Ignore that
that's
completely.
fucked. That's fucked.
You have never
That's his
served.
thing.
You have never served, and the same's going to apply to me. You have never served. The draft comes about. Do you go, or do you find
Y-
excuses not to?
I would still go, just because it's the right thing to do. I mean, realistically, there's no reason to puss out on it. Like, there's no reason. If I don't have a legitimate excuse to not go, I'm going. Like, that's just how it's gonna be.
Okay, I'm getting a common answer here, Hunter.
So I mean, to answer truthfully, would I go voluntarily? Which I know you didn't ask. It would be no. Like to me, like I wouldn't do it voluntarily, no. But if it became a decision to where I was, on the draft and all that, then yeah, I would go. I mean, I agree with BB. That's something that's going to be help support our country. Yeah. What I mean, am I going to be ticked about it? No. I mean, like I said, would I volunteer? No. But at the same time, like if someone told me like, "Hey, you're up," then I'm like, "Okay, it's my time. I got to go." You know, whatever happens to me happens, but I'm going to fight for my country, and that's the way I would see it. So, like I said, to give you an honest answer, voluntarily, probably not. But I mean, if I was, I'm going to give it my all, and I think that's the way it should be.
All right, and now I guess it's my turn. So I'm gonna kind of probably shock Polly a little bit. Taking my military service completely out of it. We all know the draft is, if they enact a draft, and you're willing and you're able, there is no choice. It's not a will you go, it's a you're going.
Yep.
If that did come to fruition, and I'm still young enough now that if they put one in place, then yeah, I'm gone. And am I going to argue with it? Am I going to complain about it? No, because me going over there means my family stays safe.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do what I have to keep wife and kids safe. If that means going over there and blowing some people up wherever it may be or whatever I got to do, I'm gonna do it. Now, if the draft was voluntary, at this current point in my life, if they said, "Hey, would you come back?" The answer's probably gonna be no. Um, I'm I'm at a point now to where I have one one fixing to graduate in the next couple years. I have one that is starting high school plus college next year. So my answer voluntarily would be no, just because of my wife and kids. I'm not going to leave them like that. But mandatory draft, let's go.
Yeah. Give it your all.
That's probably
let's
that would be
go.
my
Let's
that would
go
be my
launch.
similar.
Let's go launch some rockets and blow some shit up. I'm ready.
I was more addressing the fact that a draft is not voluntary.
Yeah, draft.
So
No, I mean,
Just,
so I brought that
just
on
so,
myself when I said
just,
that. Is
just so everybody out there in Tube Land knows, if you're young and don't know, don't mistake it. Drafts are not voluntary.
there's no voluntary about it. That's
Draft
not. It's
is
not a.
draft
It's
is
a.
draft is
It's a.
mandatory.
There's a
Just-
not a yes and a no box. It's
Well,
a
just-
yes only box.
Well, no, just saying too that when you, as a male American, now I have a
At the age of
disability.
18,
I have a disability.
But I do agree.
I have
with
a
Tater on
I
that.
have a disability, but even with a disability, a male 18-year-old person still has to sign up for the draft. I have a draft
Mhm.
card, but I will not be selected for the draft just because of my disability.
and if
well,
you
yeah.
are,
I think we're not
and
talking about disability.
And
We're talking about
then
just voluntarily.
It also is what if you're the only son.
if you're
The
if
only
you're the
son,
only son, if you
which
have
I am.
if you have certain disabilities,
So.
and then there is an age limit. I
Hunter's
forget what
colorblind.
it is. That don't matter. It won't stop him.
I would.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll take that
Nope.
protection
That
on that
don't
one.
hurt- that
They don't
won't
give a
stop
fuck.
him. That just
You
stops,
don't need to see.
that
you don't
just
need to see
stops
color.
him from doing certain jobs. That don't stop him
Yeah.
from going.
Yep. Correct.
But if you are a male and you do not fit the only son or the very limited disability list for the draft, and you get drafted and you do not go, you are at that point charged with treason.
Well, it's a federal law
As
to
you
sign up for the
should.
draft. So like you
As you
have
should.
to sign up for the draft. There's no ifs, ands, or
Well,
buts
yeah,
about it.
and that plays back into what he's saying though. Is like unless you fit the requirements and stuff, like
Right.
that would fall into treason as well. I mean,
Yes, you will be charged with treason, and
Yeah.
you will get the punishment that comes along with that, which,
And
in my opinion, you deserve.
You fucking deserve
I
it.
agree.
Take your ass
Mhm.
fucking right where you fucking deserve, buddy.
Yeah, right, voluntarily that's
Sorry about ya.
opinionated, but when it comes to the draft, I mean, you should want to. I mean, at that point is like Terry said, you're fighting for your family. You don't look at it as you're fighting for your country. If that doesn't do it, I mean, look at
If
it
you're
as
not-
you're
and if
fighting
you're
for your
not-
family.
Well, the thing
And
is,
if you don't have family to fight for, find something.
this generation is the generation
Find
that
something.
is coming in now. They're lazy,
Is weak.
They are.
so
Yeah.
like getting people to sign up for the military and such. You'll still have a select few, but
Yeah.
you will have people that are absolutely going to fight tooth and nail to get out of it.
Oh yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna name anybody. I'm not even gonna throw the name of the school out there. But the school I work for, we did have, I think it was 10 seniors that did a signing ceremony and committed to joining the U.S. military this week.
Hell yeah.
We had 10
I
Great.
enli-
seniors.
I
We had 10
I,
seniors commit this week.
I
That's
enlisted when
good.
I was 17 years old. So
Amen, brother.
just
I did the same.
just throw that out
Hey,
there.
you got you another guest for salute to
I know
service.
I've been meaning to do it, but again, that comes down to availability issues. So
So Hunter or Polly, you want to ask the famous last question of the Squadcast?
go for it, Hunter.
I'm passing the
Go
torch.
for it. You got it.
So
That's Paul. I can't remember
everybody,
what the question is.
yeah,
I know what
exactly. I
it
was
is.
gonna say
I just don't want it. I just don't want to do it.
sure, sure. I
know
got you,
what it
Paul.
is.
I'll remind you. I got
Oh
you.
no,
Don't
you know
worry about
what? Now I'm gonna do it. Fuck you. Since everybody thinks I don't know it. Fuck that.
it. Go for it.
So, the most infamous question we always ask everybody:
Oh god.
what
Mhm.
is your current favorite video game?
Oh, you butchered it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and your voice is starting
How?
to crack again. When are you gonna get out
You
of
butchered
puberty?
it.
How did I butcher it? Current
All right,
favorite
ladies
video
and
game.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, for our famous last question, you want you know it? You know it? You want to ask it? All right, ask it. Go ahead.
Go
Go
for it,
ahead,
Tater.
big dog.
He threw that out there like I haven't been a part of one of these or I haven't paid attention.
Ooh.
We don't have these very often.
Was I
Yeah, he
wrong?
forgot.
What's the deal here?
So here we
You'll
go.
see. Let's see if he does it.
Let's do this.
Oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to ask the famous question that's asked at the end of every Squadcast.
Oh my god.
What is your current favorite
Oh.
video game?
Nope.
Okay.
How is that not
he
it?
was
How
on.
is that-
He was better than
He,
Polly.
he was better than Polly.
What are we
I was gonna
doing
say,
here?
you
It's
get-
gotta be word for word? What the
No,
fuck does that mean?
no.
It's a BB thing. BB didn't like it because it's not him. That's what we're
No,
getting at.
no,
That-
Hunter, do it.
That is. It is.
Do
Shut
it.
the hell up.
All right, guys, we're gonna end this with our famous
Oh,
last
God.
question for the night. What is y'all's most favorite video game and why?
Yes, there it is. Most current favorite video game and
I was
why?
current. I left current. My bad.
No, you did you did it right.
Okay, so I said I was.
I don't know if I
just
said
didn't-
current though.
I just needed to add and why.
No, you missed
My bad.
most.
I
Most, yeah.
whatever.
Of it.
I miss current. I can't talk.
Fuck
I said
you.
I miss current.
Whatever, man. He's
So
just
BB,
because he
who
didn't
we
get to
starting
do
off
it.
with?
You did it, Hunter. So Tater.
Okay.
My most current favorite video game and why? My most favorite current video game is called I Quit. Why? Because apparently, according to BB, I can't do shit right. So.
No,
come
it's
on.
not like
Don't
that.
listen to
That's
BB.
what- no, that's what he said.
No.
That he said that.
Alright, so
I did not. Those words
he
never
said-
came out of my
he
mouth.
might as-
No,
he might
didn't.
as well said that to us.
BB knows.
We're
what
right
I'm
here
doing.
to answer.
We're
BB
wrong.
BB knows what I'm doing. I do it to him all the time. Anytime I'm in a podcast with him, I fuck with him. That's what I do.
Yep.
I make him
We
cry.
all
It
do.
is what it is.
So yeah,
He'll cry himself to sleep tonight, but we'll be friends again tomorrow.
yeah, we'll figure this all out tomorrow. Anyway,
Gotta wait till snuggle time's over with.
favorite video game.
Most current favorite video game.
Yeah, that's hard because I haven't been playing really anything lately.
Last game
Yeah.
that you enjoy is what we normally try to give out to people.
So if I'm gonna go with a game I enjoy that I play for relaxation, I'm gonna
Your
go
favorite, but yeah.
I'm gonna go with Farm Sim, because that's a game I enjoy to. I love playing it. It's relaxing. I can sit here and relax and farm. I enjoy it. So yeah, I'd have to go with Farm Sim, and right now I have 22 because I'm too cheap to buy 25. So I play 22. But yeah, and to all those out there, all the haters that say you can't learn crap from playing Farm Sim, yeah, ask me and my brother. We'll tell you that's a fucking lie. You can actually learn something from playing Farm Sim.
Now, I do have a question for you. With Farm Simulator and stuff, there are tons of mods and tons of players that play with mods. Are you one of the people that play with mods, or do you just play it straight?
No, I would lie to you if I said I didn't play with mods. I do use certain mods.
Hey, nothing wrong with mods.
And those mods are more or less to get the tractors I want. Like right now, I have one map where I'm playing. My whole map is based around case. I use all the case IH. I've played a map where I use nothing but John Deere. Um, and I'm trying to get it to where I can play a smaller map and use nothing but Kubota. Because what we use on the farm right now, on our farm, we use Kubota. So I'm actually trying to get it to where I can use nothing but Kubota.
The Toyota farming equipment.
I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with mods. There's nothing wrong with mods. You know, we play ATS. You know, it's been a minute since all of us have been able to play ATS, but I mean, we play with mods, but it's mainly for customization. It's mainly for the looks. Like you said, you want the actual brands, within that, simulator, whichever it may be.
We ain't played ATS because it's broken.
Yeah,
but I mean, like that's the same with games. Like they make too many updates, which isn't a bad thing. That's perfect. But I mean, it's hard to keep up with mods.
It ain't
But
even.
it's
It
all
ain't,
about
it ain't even that.
customization.
SES needs to get their life together and make it to where everyone's mods are updated the same to the same build. It's not even.
But that's not SCS's
No, it is
fault.
SES's fault.
No, it is.
You have people making mods though that are trying to contribute to every
Their
update.
mods are automatic update, but like me
Yeah.
and Decoy could be on one build, and Tater might not have gotten the update to ATS yet because not everyone's
Or the
game is
hashes.
updating at the same time.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I take
Or
that
the
back.
hash is off on a mod just by one number.
It's an SES problem. It's not a modder's problem.
To that point, yeah, I agree with you on that one because I've seen that hand to hand. So I agree with that.
Because we were playing ATS, we played it for a fucking month straight. Many of us sitting in this BC right now played it for like a month
and
straight every day for a couple of hours a day. Just doing.
And when they
3 or
came
4
out with
runs.
Missouri, it got broke.
It's all broke. We haven't played since Missouri.
Everything up.
We ain't played since we played when Missouri released, and that was the last time we played.
And it took us how long for all of us to actually get into the convoy?
It's to the point that
Oh,
it's to
God.
the point we just need to play clean. Like all of us have money and stuff. We just need to play clean and just be like, fuck
Yeah.
And I don't even have all the DLCs. And
fuck off.
yeah,
Fucking
I don't
hacker.
have them all either.
I'm poor. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hacker.
All right. I think we need to go to the next person on this one.
Yep.
So mine would actually have to be City Skylines 1, the original on the Xbox, remastered right now. And the reason why is because when it came out a year ago, I never did play it because it's like, well, I've been playing City Skyline forever, but now I'm going back through getting all the Achievos again on the Xbox, and it forces you to play vanilla because they won't let you do any mods on there. And since I own original City Skylines, all my DLC rolled over for free to it, and it's in higher graphics and more tiles and everything else. So that's what I've been playing lately. I think Taylor just went rogue on us.
He went rogue.
Looks like it.
Sponsor. Oh, I can't hear him.
Wait.
He's
Taylor, we
muted.
can't hear you.
He's muted.
Yeah, I didn't press the button. I can't deal with that shit. That's got to go.
You're all good.
Now my shit's broken.
Anyone on the board, we're stay put after this. We'll have a brief conversation. with Tater.
I'll be here.
Yeah, if you're on
All right,
board.
You have to wake
Kaz.
Jess up.
Nah, I ain't waking her up. We'll let the
Kaz.
chairman bring it to a
What?
vote. Or the
I
co-chairman.
think you're up next.
Oh, me? Well, for my favorite video game currently, probably a game called Project Zomboid. I
Ooh.
absolutely love playing it with friends. I've played it for hours and hours.
You have friends?
You make me not want to answer the question further.
No, you were doing so good.
Yeah, I'm kidding. It's incredibly fun playing with friends. A lot of funny aspects and glitches in the game that just make it extremely funny. I've been playing it for around a year now. It's great. I love it. I can't get bored of it. Seriously, many people say it's boring, and I just can't. I can't see that.
So
love it.
if you could give your description of this game, like what would it be like if you were describing it for someone to buy?
Describe it for someone to buy.
Yeah. Like if
Ooh,
you're trying to
that's
sell it
hard.
to us at this point, like in your own words.
Jesus.
I mean, is it like a survival? You know,
Yeah,
it can be pretty
it's
simple. It doesn't have to be like in
an
depth.
open world zombie survival. An open world super realistic zombie survival game.
Okay. I mean, the only reason why I asked is for people that don't know about it.
Okay, for sure. I particularly love the graphics of the game because it looks like a game from like maybe 2005. It's kind of like PS3-ish or PS2-ish. Um, the graphics are really simple, and I love that. But the gameplay is very hard at first, but it's amazing just overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mine would have to be we've been playing a ton of it here lately. Fuck the look on Polly's face.
No, you're
I knew
good.
that
Go
was
for
coming.
it.
The
No,
look
you're
on
good.
Polly's
Go.
face.
Go. I have a
We
backup.
all
Don't
knew that was
worry.
coming.
No, do it. I have a backup. You're fine.
Ready or not?
So
Oh.
I would have to
Oh.
go. I would have to go with I started replaying the Mafia series, but I didn't go back in order. They had them on sale. Take Two had no, not Take Two. Fuck, it was whatever developer had that made all the Mafia series had them on sale, and I picked up the definitive edition and got actually have the original first Mafia. So they gave you the classic, they gave you the definitive edition, they gave you the second classic one, the definitive edition of it, and then the third one. So I never finished the third one. So I finished both the first and second one. So I went back and I'm playing the third one now, and trying to catch back up to where I was originally. But now I have all the DLCs too, so that adds in so much more. But yeah, that currently that one probably has to be one of my favorites. When I went back just in the very first mission, something that I didn't do that they showed in the trailer was throwing people off to the alligators and letting the alligators eat the bodies and stuff. I literally did that at the beginning of the game and was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and kill these fuckers and throw them to the alligators." Fucking cool to actually get to see a game allow you to do that. GTA 6 better take some notes on that shit being in Florida.
You ever seen it in real life?
All right, Polly.
I played the fifth.
Well, I'm not gonna say ready or not because that's too easy. So I'm gonna have to go with Schedule 1 for sure.
Wow, I didn't think
No,
you were going to say that.
Well, I was gonna say I thought he was going with ready or not, so that's what I was thinking he was going for.
Really?
So,
Man,
yeah, that's
I mean,
no,
that's
I
what.
never would have said that.
Wow.
I hate
I
that
figured he was
game.
So,
going with something else.
the only reason why I have to go with Schedule 1 is because I'm recording it for my YouTube channel. So I grinded on it obviously for a while
What's the premise of
before
your
starting that.
What's the premise of your YouTube channel? What made you create one? What's the name of it now?
Yeah,
It's
give your
called
plug.
Polly's Profanity Gaming.
Where'd you get that name
I,
from?
Do you swear a lot?
I got that from Hammy Games.
Fuck.
With
Why?
his
I don't like
permission.
Hammy. I don't like Hammy.
Because I can.
Is it because there's going to be some videos released on the squad under
I didn't know
Squad
about that.
Gaming that you
Yeah,
cussed a
true.
lot in those videos?
That is true. That's a good point.
I mean, do you at least have an intro for like a channel? I mean, or are you just coming up with just
Yeah,
random stuff?
thanks to Hunter. Okay. Made my intro. But yeah. My first video release on Tuesday next week.
Dang, you're competing with Hammy? What the fuck, bro?
Well, I'm not doing every day. I'm only doing Tuesday and Thursday.
Does that interfere with his videos? Like,
I think I'm releasing them at 9. What time to his?
9? What the
Oh,
fuck, bro?
fuck.
No, I
God
think
damn
his is
it.
at 8.
Oh, okay. I'm not
His
sure.
is whenever
I
YouTube decides to show it to you.
much.
But yeah. So Tuesday, I already have 2 videos. My next week is already covered. And the following week is covered. I just need to.
And all
edit some stuff.
all you're playing is Schedule 1 right now.
Right now, yeah, that's all I'm playing. Unless I
So-
find
so what
something
about-
else.
They're allowing to play.
So what about Schedule 1 do you like personally that brings attention to you?
Well, honestly, I'm a fucking squirrel brain, so I think Hammy. I think
Hey,
Hammy
clip
probably
that.
Hammy
Somebody
probably put
clip
it
that,
best.
please.
I have a squirrel brain, and my shit is all over the.
Wait
So-
a minute, Polly. Wait a minute. You said squirrel brain. What branch of the military were you in?
Army
National Guard.
guard.
That explains it.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't pull it off as you're in the Army.
Well,
Fucking
he didn't
Army
say
National
he didn't.
Guard.
Well, yeah,
He
but
asked
the
you what
National
branch.
Guard isn't. That's not technically a branch. Army is the branch.
National Guard is a fucking branch.
No,
You knew where he was going with
No,
it.
it's
though.
not.
Like, he was
Army-
being
National Guard
specific.
is not a branch.
Army.
National Guard is part of the Army. He just too much of a squirrel brain to go active duty. Ooh,
No,
squirrel.
He's
no,
like
not
Delta
true.
Force.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, he's Larry the Cable Guy in Delta Force.
Oh,
Hey, so
Look,
hey, Polly,
motherfucker, I
so-
did my time. Okay, get out of here.
Hey,
What-
Polly,
what-
did they
hold-
actually
hold-
teach you left, right, or hay foot, straw foot, hay foot, straw foot?
I went to the same basic training as active duty. I had like 4. There was like 4 guard people that were
Where'd you-
there
where-
with me.
Wait, what? Where'd you
Yeah.
go to basic training at?
Fort Jackson.
No. Relaxing Jackson. You didn't go through basic training. You went through vacation.
I really would beg to differ with that, but that's fine.
I really
right,
wanna
so
use-
Polly-
I really want to use a word right now, but I'm not going to because I'm white. But I went to Fort Jackson. I know what Fort Jackson is. I was there in 2006. It's a vacation.
It is not. I will say it's definitely not as bad as the rest of them, for sure.
not-
That's
not
definitely
Paris-
true.
It's not Paris Island.
No, it's not. You're right.
Not Fort Sill, not Fort Dix.
I don't know. I haven't heard. I don't know. I haven't.
Hold on. So what was your? I hate going off. We're going off topic. What was your job?
I was a power generator mechanic,
Okay. At least you
but
went-
I did. But I pretty
Apply.
much. But I did pretty much everything. I mean, maintenance. We worked on pretty much all of it.
you
I
went-
probably worked
you-
on. I probably worked on more trucks than I did generators. So
So you were a diesel mechanic.
kinda. Technically, that wasn't my job, but I did it. So
th-
mean, I
this
worked
is
on
your
fucking-
questionnaire
don't-
on to
don't-
salute to
we
server.
worked on. I worked on AC units.
Yeah,
fucking.
save him for salute servers.
Don't ever
I would say
say
this
you
is his
worked. Don't
questionnaire.
don't ever say you worked on everything, because
I didn't.
that
Not
don't say
everything,
that. Don't
but
no, and don't ever do that, because you almost struck a nerve when you said you worked on almost everything. That that nerve that's up here that makes your vein go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
you
lot of
you did.
stuff.
You
So
almost got the spoon back out for the juggler.
probably going back in with the game. What interests you about Schedule One to you personally?
I don't know. I just like how like really in depth you can go on it. Like it's literally just in like it's basically an endless game. Like it's like there's no end really necessarily. Like there's not a. I also like the fact that there's so many different ways you can go. Everyone play it a completely different way than someone else. Like nobody's gonna play the game the same. So
True.
that's one of the main things. Couple things I like about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean
Just the
that's
fact
fair.
that it's basically that it's endless and that literally you could play just one person could play multiple different ways. Like there's just so many
Yeah,
ways to play.
I agree with that. I mean, I know a couple of us here play it now, and it's the same way. It's like everyone has their own thought process, and the kind of cool, hammy games too is like you really don't want to watch somebody else play it because you have your
Sure,
own thought process as a learning curve too,
sure.
and that plays into it. So yeah, I
Well, and
agree with you.
even like when we played, like me and BB and Hammy played together, like we all
Without
had
me,
our
yeah,
without you, because you
yeah.
weren't there, but it's fine. So yeah, I replaced your ass, but yeah,
Uh, did you though?
Last I checked,
yeah.
that save is a squad save, and any of the squad can come in at any point and play it.
Well, I know, but he started it over with me, so
And
Kind
you
of like
kind
our
of
grounded
regretted it,
that we
right?
need to get back into also.
technically we do.
I do agree with that. Yeah. Um. So with me, I guess I would actually have to say this new game that I actually started up playing. I wouldn't say a week ago. I'd say about at least maybe 4 or 5 days ago. It's a game called Cash Cleaner, or Cash Cleaning Simulator, and it's kind of like the offset of Schedule One. Basically, what you're doing is you're only given the cash, um, and it could be from various jobs. It could be something that they stole it, or maybe laundering, or some other type of shit. And your goal is to pretty much sort out all the cash. You're giving US, you're giving yen, euros, and you literally would have to sort out all the bills. So say US would be like, your tens, your 20s, yen would be, whatever theirs is. And you would go through each one, go through each little currency, each denomination, and you would have to sort it out. You're given tons of different things like coins and all that too. Sometimes you're even given stuff that has been inked on, as far as like say stolen from a bank, and it's ruined, and you have to actually go back and clean it. It's definitely one of those games that it's a builder. Like you're not just going to be able to rush through it within like a couple of hours. This is a game that's it's going to take time. It's definitely a grinder game. So I've been playing mostly grinder games here recently. Schedule One would be one of mine. I would have to say, as far as getting introduced into grinder games. Uh, but with this new one, like it was just kind of like a step up from it. You're not doing the drugs or anything like that. Like that, you're solely just doing cash, and your job is just to sort out the cash, to clean it, and pretty much wrap it up and package it back out, because they'll literally tell you you have a job. Say you owe them, or not owe them, but they want $50,000. They'll send you the money. You'll have to actually count it all out. You'll have to stack it. You'll have to wrap it and pack it. They'll actually ask you how to package it. So like you'll have boxes from small to extra large. You'll have suitcases, even like quick bags, those just like just a little carry bag, and they'll tell you like their preferences, like how they want it or what they want it inside of. Uh, but it was something that was kind of new to me. Like I haven't really heard of a game like that, and it was something to kill the time with, and that's how it started. And I just kind of got hooked on it. I'm well over, I want to say at least probably 30 hours by now. Uh, but it's something that it was like Schedule One. It just kind of hit, and then I picked up on it real quick. Uh, to me, like that would be one of my most current video games. I wouldn't say it's my most favorite, but it's definitely something it's on up there with Schedule One. Like it's caught my attention, and then I'm steadily going with it. Like I haven't lost interest in it yet. But I mean, it's something to look into if you haven't heard of it. But definitely watch some videos on it. If you like Schedule One, you'll pretty much kind of fall in love with Cash Cleaning Simulator. Check it out.
All right, guys, that's where we're going to end it tonight. Y'all tune in to Salute to Service tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then right after them, they're going to direct their chat over to us at Two Drunks in a Bottle, going live 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all check out those two podcasts tomorrow, and then catch us on Sunday. You'll have old Decoy NDA live over there on the front porch. Go sit with the old man for a little while, see what he's got going on.
You're so old.
Hey, you better watch it over there. We'll take your young pup and we'll stick you under the front porch with the big dogs.
All right, all right, all right.
And stay tuned to see Cosmetech, the not Polish kid, never on a podcast.
Till next time, guys, I'm the Delta BB.
Ollie.
Y'all last Leprechaun.
I'm Tater.
I'm the old grumpy man, Decoy.
I'm Racist Calculator 235.
We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.